So it's the 14th of January 2018, and just thought I'd give you a quick update on the kitchen and show you what's been going on. Well, where to begin? Well, this conservatory is no longer a storage unit for kitchen cabinet carcasses. It's now starting to look like a conservatory, but the only things we've got left to do in the kitchen is, well, I'll show you in a bit, but a couple of more carcasses and doors, the worktops to fit and get cut in, and that, the stainless steel splashback for the cooker, and then the sink, and then all the plumbing. That one there, I'll show you where that one's going in a bit, but it's slowly getting there now. So let's have a quick look. So that cupboard was an old storage cupboard. It no longer is. It's going to be a cupboard for the freezer. And yeah, so this is a last minute thing. So I've got to pick a supply up. I'm going to go off that socket and just put a single box with a single socket there at the back, and then have the spare quite close so you can turn it on and off for maintenance reasons. But that's finally getting painted up and cleaned. So this is the last bit of the old kitchen, and I'm itching to get rid of it. Itching badly, but we need to get everything else ready before we can rip it out. But yeah, it's kitchen shit. But I can't wait to have this sink and all the fucking plumbing shit that comes with it. So these parts are being done as well, and this is how it goes so far. So we've got one fascia, which is what this is. That's a fascia, and then the door to fit on this one. And the same with that one. It was going to be just a cupboard, but we've had just a door that went up to the fridge, but we decided to turn it into a an actual cupboard we can use for storage. And obviously we had to modify this one to fit round the pillar for the RSJ, because believe it or not, there is an RSJ behind there, and this one. An RSJ and a supporting wooden beam. So if you're wondering why there is an RSJ in there, it's just for extra support, really. But yeah. So after all that, we've got the plinths to do and the trims to go around on these work units, wall units, then the trim above it. Then we're having LED strip under here, and then LED strip above to light up. I'm not sure what's going on with these in here, if I'm totally honest, because we've got frosted glass and solid wood shelving, and yeah, so it's not too sure. I think we might do away with it, if I'm honest, but we'll see. But the soft closers on these are slow. Well, these ones are quicker than the ones below here. These ones are slow at shutting. And we've had nothing but problems with this. We got this from Homebase, which is our D.I.Y store here in England. And these are solid wood fronts with and then we had to build all these. The only thing that's MDF or chipboard or whatever how you call it is the carcasses. The rest of it, like the worktop, solid wood. These, solid wood. These doors, solid wood. We've had to build everything and move everything to how it has been, because it's all come from the factory pre-drilled and it was wrong. You're probably saying, why didn't you get them out or change it? It was just more hassle than it's worth. so we just put up with the aggro. It was only these fronts that were really wrong, and these fronts, and had a bit of a problem with the sliders on a couple of these. But it's because they were out in the conservatory for a while during winter, and they've obviously frozen up. But they're a lot better than they were. We've actually had one of the B&Q people come round, like the show staff round, and actually they had the same. They couldn't figure out what was up with them, and they actually helped us on New Year's Day. I mean, fair play to them. I mean, I bet they had a quiet New Year's Eve, but if it was anything like mine, fucking hell, I was gone. I was gone. Went out in style. Yeah, the flooring's been pushed back. It was meant to start not this weekend, the weekend after. We've had to push it back. And this is the style of flooring we're going for. Oh. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So this worktop is solid wood. It's not MDF or anything under there. It is solid wood. And this is only put on there temporary. That's why it's still in the plastic. Because we're going to have someone to come round, cut it out around the RSJ pillar and here. Because we're going to hide under here. I think we could put a rhyme rack in there or something. Not too sure. But we fitted the extractor hood, but we made a bit of a boo-boo. I'll see if I can show you. Oh yeah, let us know what the quality is like on this. Give us feedback on this, on the video quality. Because I'm using the S8, Samsung Galaxy S8 phone. And just wondering what the playback quality is like. Yeah, so it works a treat. It does work. That's the manufacturer's details. So I can't believe how ridiculously small that motor is. If I'll get you in there without really kind of like, oh, I can't get you in there if I'm on this side. No, I can't do it. Can't reach. It's too close, but the air output is quite impressive. This is only, I need to finish this off, but we only put it up the day before, not yesterday, the day before. So we'll sort that connections out. But that's pretty much it, really. It's got good airflow. Until you put this on it, and then it's like, what the fuck? But it is what it is. But that's on one. Oh, that's on speed 3. It's like, really? Not bad, not bad. But yeah, output air intake's quite good. But yeah, not too bad. And it's a two-hand job. Well, air output's not too bad considering we ain't got any filters on it. It's got 2 of them little valves on top, flaps on top, so when the air stops it goes flat. Stops any air blowing back in, as it were. But I was going to put use that 6-inch hole that was there. It was roughly about there. We've gotten rid of that. So it's just going to be a recirc one, but we've got to put coal filters in here. It's coal filters. But there you are. So it's got a 5 amp fuse in it. The manufacturers gave it free, but I allowed for a little bit extra. Because, especially if these... switch it back on. Especially with them lamps in there. when they blow, they take the fuse out, and it's fucking annoying when it does. It's like, really? But yeah, that's it. That's what we call in the electrical trade 20 amp double pole isolator. It's basically like a switch. Well, actually, this is what the back of it looks like. Well, a lot bigger. I think this one takes 10 amps. Yeah, that one takes 10 amps. So that one over there is basically double the capacity of what this one can. You got live and neutral in, live and neutral out. But because that's a cheaper one, different manufacturers, different design layouts, but it's pretty much the same. This is what we call an intermediate switch, and you just basically push it on and off, and it breaks it. So it breaks the live and the neutral, and it just does this cooker, because this cooker's a 16 amp cooker, but I've given it 20 because just in case it needs a little bit more, I can take it. So it's not too bad. But you think a cooker that size, electric fan assisted electric oven, and then like a grill oven, would have thought it would have taken at least 32 amp. According to the manufacturers, 16. Fair enough. But that's that really. But yeah, I just thought I'd give you the progress report. All the walls are done, ceiling's done, smoke detectors are done, lights are done. Got to play around with the switches some more, and I'll show you why. Right. Oh, that's what I did. See if I can show you. So, this switch here does the lights where we are, which is this room. Right. That switch does the lights this side. But when I switch any other one, I've messed my switches up. It's a very easy thing to do, to be fair. You just got to play around with them, because these are Hamilton, and obviously this is Hager, and then, well, that's Hager, Crabtree, Bell, or cheap shit. This is just temporary stuff, so they'll be kept as spares. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. So I've just got to mess around with my lighting a little bit. It's just that one there really. It's sometimes you get them right, you get them wrong. It's all it is literally just the connections behind that switch. That's pretty much it. But hey ho, never mind. But it's starting to come together, which is good. But I think the time you see this, it'll probably be March, April time. And I reckon by then this kitchen will be finished. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.